All right, guys, so this is round 3, our last and final attempt, but I think we finally have it. We just tried to do it again, and my words weren't matching the audio, and it was really super annoying. So here we go. Let's try it one final time. Here we go.
Holy shit, we're live. Is this actually working, Karuba?
I think it is working.
All right, hi everybody. JSS Tribe. Hi guys. This is my first time doing a live Facebook anything, so we'll see how it goes. I am coming to you live from Christy Karuba's kitchen. Say what's up.
What's up, guys?
All right, so here we go. I picked a bunch of questions. Let me just start out by saying your questions were awesome. They were great. So thank you for even taking the time to ask. So I'm going to do this in like a little interview format. We thought it would be a little cooler. So Christy, let's hit it. Let's go.
So number one question is, well, not in any order.
Not in any order.
Right.
Go.
Do you have any pets?
Okay, so I have 0 pets. So this is a quick one. I had 1 pet one time. And I don't know if Jenn's twin is live with me right now, but he could watch this later. When I lived in Dallas, Texas, we begged my parents for a pet, and we got a little dog, a little toy poodle. It was freaking ugly and annoying, and its name was Smokey. And it was black and white, little thing. And it was my brother and my responsibility to take care of this little rat, and we were not so good at taking care of him, and we only had him for like 2 years. And please don't send me hate mail that I just called my dog a little rat, but he was kind of like that. And so I've grown up with no pets, and my kids don't have pets, and that kind of stinks for them, because I do know that having a pet is an incredible thing, and I'm missing out. I do at least know that I'm missing out on the pet thing. Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite workout other than Peloton?
Okay. So I've done a whole bunch of things other than spin. You know, I started out my workout life. Let me just tell you guys a little something. Like back in the 80s, I was the step queen. Can you guys picture that? The Reebok step. Do you guys remember that? 3 steps always. Like the higher the step, the better. The moves over the top, around the world. I used to crush that shit. So anyway, that was a long time ago. Present day, I have to say, I'm spending a lot of time at the gym with my trainer, and I love it. I'm there 3 to 4 times a week, just training hard and loving it. On a side note, I do like to sometimes sneak into other spin instructors' classes at other establishments. So like if I'm away on vacation, Miami or maybe in the Hamptons, wherever, where there's some other popular spin studios, I will check in there from time to time to see what's up, just to make sure that I'm on my A game, and I always walk out feeling like I am, so that's a good feeling.
So that does answer the question of, do you work out on vacation?
No. Okay, so that's a separate question, and that did make it into the question list. Do I work out on vacation? Okay, so here's a funny thing. I typically make it a rule to I take that time, because I don't really have many days off from working out on my own. So when I do go on vacation, I usually do nothing, but I'm kind of lying. Like I was away this weekend and I went to Barry's boot camp, and you know, it depends. I'll go for a run, a short run from time to time, but typically I like to just lay and do nothing.
Good. Okay, so the sports question, between hockey, favorite sports, big sporting events you've ever been to.
I think Dave from Dallas asked this question. Christy, did he not? I think that's who it came from. Okay, Jenn's twins. So your question about my favorite sport. I love sports, as you guys all know. There's been a lot of transgressions in my life with sports. I grew up.
Issue with you.
Yeah. I shouldn't even admit this shit, because people are never going to think I'm credible ever again. I grew up a Giant fan, season ticket holder. My father was a season ticket holder for the New York Giants, so I was in that stadium my entire life, mezzanine section 222 before the new stadium was built. So I grew up with the NFL and I loved it, and I was always a Giant fan. I married into the Eagles. Everyone asks me about that. That Philly thing was a marriage thing, and more than the marriage thing, it's my son's life. I mean life, to the point where it's actually a problem in a way. Like, he loves that team so much that I just want to see a Super Bowl win by the Eagles for him more than anything in the world. So who knows if that's ever going to happen. All right, so big sporting event.
Wait, do you want to even address the baseball situation?
No.
Okay,
I don't want to address it,
okay,
Christy.
Okay.
What she's talking about quickly is that I was a longtime Yankee fan, and I fell off that train after the Core Four, after the Jeter year. Well, not the Jeter years, but, you know, the team was a different team. Even going from Torrey to Girardi, I had an issue with. And Girardi's been there forever now, right? But my love for those Yankees was something that was actually passed on by my mom. She's a huge Yankee fan, or I should say she was a huge Yankee fan. And so I was a Yankee fan for a long time, and then I just got totally disinterested, like totally bored. And make fun, people say that I jumped on like the Met train, which there's no train now. I mean, there's no train to jump on.
But you did jump on it.
And I can't go back to the Yankees, even with all this exciting stuff with Aaron Judge, and I wish I could, but I can't. But anyway, let's go back. I'm jumping around. Major sporting events. I have yet to attend a Super Bowl. I would love to go to a Super Bowl because I just think it would be super awesome and freaking cool as shit. So I will get to a Super Bowl one day. I would love to go to the Masters. I would love to go to the Masters. So maybe one day that'll happen. Or at least, day 3 and 4 of the Masters would be awesome. Any major... Okay, so I go to a lot of sporting events. I love college basketball, as you guys know. I love the NFL. I did attend the Yankees winning the night they won the World Series in 2009. I was actually in the building, so you asked Jenn's twin if I'd ever seen a big game. That was a pretty big game. It was in the new stadium. Andy Pettit on the mound. It was Game 6. It was a Wednesday night. It was amazing to be there. Jimmy Fallon was a couple seats away from me. I remember that vividly. So yes, I've been to a World Series win at Yankee Stadium, which was awesome. Somebody asked me about hockey.
Yeah, why no love for hockey?
Okay, really quick hockey thing. So hockey is fucking awesome, okay? And I don't watch hockey on any kind of regular basis now, but I have an older brother, and he is a diehard New York Ranger fan. And when I was a younger kid, I was really super into hockey. I mean, I used to watch every Ranger game, okay? 7 o'clock, 7:30 start time. They would drop the puck on Wednesday nights, on Sunday nights, on my little TV in my room. I was a huge New York Ranger fan during those late 70, early 80 years, like the Ron Duguay, Barry Beck, Nick Fatiou, Dave Maloney, Don Maloney. See what I'm talking? I'm not making this shit up. I know my shit. I was a huge hockey fan. I think it's a great, fast-moving, amazing sport. I kind of wish I was more familiar with it again. And there's still time. My dear friend Barbie Doll loves hockey for obvious reasons that some of you may know, and so I kind of love it because of her. And if I had a team, it would be the Rangers.
Right,
so
well,
that's my hockey.
That's
my hockey situation.
Okay. Easy one. Favorite cocktail / beer.
Oh really? Like seriously?
I feel like people should know.
Whoever asked this doesn't ride with me. Clearly. So I drink tequila. I am a tequila girl. I love Patron. I don't have to get so fancy, but there are some others like Don Julio that I love, and there's some fantastic tequilas out there that I've been, drinking and experimenting with. How do I drink it? I take it on the rocks, freezing cold, with a little bit of fresh lime juice and 1 or 2 limes that I squeeze into it. And if I can actually get a bartender to muddle the lime for me, game changer, like total game changer. I don't have a hangover with Patron except for one time.
That was the bike time?
That was the bike time. I feel really good in the morning after I drink tequila. Vodka as well. Tito's with a little lemon I've been doing a little bit of lately. Rosé I'm done with, by the way.
Good.
Done. It's like sugar water for me, but I mean, I would still maybe sip on a glass. This is cool, this Facebook Live thing.
Love it.
Yeah, I see Getty. Hi, Getty.
Coffee or tea, and if either, what flavor?
Okay. Tea, never. Like never, ever. Even when I'm sick and someone wants to hand me a cup of tea, no, I don't do tea. Coffee every day, never hot. You believe that? Never hot. Even in 30 degrees or below 30 degrees, never hot, always iced. And then the last thing about that you should know, I don't own a coffee maker. I don't want a coffee maker. I don't want those pods or anything on my kitchen counter. I freak out about my kitchen counter. I'm like a freak like that. So I drink iced coffee every morning. Sometimes I'll have 2, not usually more than that. And I drink it iced, like I mentioned. Ready, guys? Don't freak, all you like soy almond milkers. Are you an almond milker?
I don't drink any milk.
Okay, no milk, no dairy for you. Okay. I drink it with regular milk. Oh my God, are you flipping out? And sometimes, guys, if I'm really feeling crazy, I will actually put half and half in. Because guess what? I work out and I work out hard, and I can do a dash of half and half. And I'm a little embarrassed to say this. I can't drink it without sweet and low. In fact, sweet and low, it's poison. It's toxic. I'm in the fitness
Not even like
world, and I
stevia
shouldn't
or-
know stevia. I've tried stevia. I've tried the pink, the yellow one, and the blue one. I hate them all. So it's 2 sweet and lows. And a little known fact for anyone that's been to the Peloton studio, there is sweet and low at the studio for me and for me only. They would never ever serve that garbage, and it's there because I bought a huge box of it, and now they buy it for me. But that's why the sweet and low is there. Next.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't understand the question until
I look so
explained it.
freaky on this Facebook Live. I gotta back this shit up. I am so in
I think it looks
I'm
good.
so in everybody's grill right now. Ooh, what did I do to the lighting?
I think you have to move it back. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I don't know what I
Okay.
did.
I didn't understand this question until Dylan explained it, but do you have any restaurant napkins stashed in your car, and if so, from where?
Okay, so this is why I picked this question. Here's a little thing that I could tell people. I can't stand garbage. Okay, garbage meaning napkins. Wrappers freak me out. If I reach into a pocketbook and find like I'm losing my mind. Okay, I cannot stand napkins. So I would never have a restaurant napkin in my car. I swear I wouldn't. I guess people want to know, like, do I go for like fast food or something?
I didn't even understand the question.
Which I don't
so-
do. Sadly, I hope I'm not disappointing any of you. I don't eat that shit. But I don't have any napkins in my car because I never would.
Rich Kruger would be very happy with the answer that you
Like
just
if we
gave.
were, so I don't have napkins in my car.
Okay. Why do you find it so hard to watch your own rides?
Oh, please, really? Do you guys even have to ask that question? I hate how I look. I hate how I sound. Don't mistake that with me thinking that I don't do a good job on the bike. I love how I instruct, and I'm proud of my work on the bike. So don't mistake that. I'll just say it again, because a lot of us are a little mental and cuckoo, and just because I do this for a living doesn't mean that I'm not mental and cuckoo. I hate how I look. It's why every one of you walk into the studio, and you know what you guys say to me, and I know it's not about this, but you know what everybody says to me, Christy? You know what they say to
I
me?
say it to you all the time.
You know what everybody says to me when they meet me for the first time? Oh my God, you're so little. You're so much shorter, or
Tinier,
you're so much tinier,
skinnier.
you're so much skinnier. Oh my God, you look so different. Okay, I hate myself on that bike, and I hate what I sound like. So I watch back when I have to for homework purposes and that kind of a thing, but I can't stand it.
Okay, so this is the last question, unless you want to do a bonus question, but I feel like this
I'll do a
question
bonus
is
if you
going
wanna
to
ask me
be
one.
forever.
Okay?
Many people want to know about this hair. And by the way, you guys, in person,
The hair.
right now, in general, it always looks amazing, but it happens to look extremely fabulous right
And I
now.
washed it yesterday, not
looks
even
amazing.
today. There is a technique.
It's super shiny today.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I like my hair, and I think it's one of my stronger assets of everything.
It's really
like of
good hair.
everything. Other than like my knowledge of music and lyrics, I think my hair is my next coolest asset. Okay. But it doesn't come without maintenance and upkeep. It's annoying as fuck. I mean, there's so much shit going on. So the color, I get it colored, and no, I'm not a natural blonde, but I don't have dark hair by any means, just so you know. I'm like dirty blonde, but then we brighten it up. But that's work. I get it straightened once a year, which I've told you guys. The men right now are dead, by the way. They're off this Facebook Live.
They're gone?
They're gone. I mean, they don't want to hear
Because of
this.
the hair?
They don't want to hear this shit. Anyway, I get it straightened once a year. I do the Brazilian blowout because so many of you guys have asked me. Keratin does not work for JSS. I don't know why. It just doesn't. So I do the Brazilian blowout. And it's amazing, by the way. It just cuts the blowout time and the frizz, whatever. Okay. Someone asked, do I shampoo and condition?
Well, what shampoo, what conditioner, how many times a day, how many times a week, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So
anything
here's
you
the
wanna say.
thing. The woman who takes care of my hair, the person I go to for years and years and years, her name is Corey. She was in that video with me a couple weeks ago. She does not like that I shampoo my hair as often as I do, but all of you Peloton Nation know that's a sweaty ass ride. And it's very hard to maintain your hair. I have to wash it. So I wash it every single day. So it's a lot of overwork on the hair. I buy expensive hair products, I have to say, because I got to protect the color and you got to protect the straightening. And if someone really wants to know what shampoo and conditioner I use, you can message me, I guess. But we're not even. I use a bunch. Right now, I'm using something called Pureology. It's expensive shit, but it's I like it a lot.
It smells good.
It smells good. Okay, so that's what I'm using currently. Somebody asked me about my flat iron. I haven't touched a flat iron now in years. Carly Sherman hijacked that shit a long time ago. But the flat iron that I love, that I have in my house, is CHI, expensive also, but really good. You do not want a cheap flat iron; they'll destroy your hair. You need to spend a little money on those. Oh, and how do I do it? So I get out of the shower, I brush it out. I can do it 2 versions. The quick version is I just blow the front and I let the rest dry, and just as long as these pieces are straight, I'm good. This is more straight all the way around. Takes a little bit more time all in. After 15 minutes, I'm annoyed. Like, if I'm still blowing at the 15-minute mark, it's done. Like, it has to look as good as it's going to look, because that's just way too much time for a girl like me already.
The back looks good now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Because I do a thing. There's a thing. I have a system. I clip up the top half of the hair, and I leave the bottom sections. I blow those first. Right. A lot of my pillow women do this. And then I undo that last big section up at the top, and I blow that last.
Okay. Well, those are all the 10 that we highlighted, but if you wanted to pick a bonus question...
You can ask me one bonus question, because this has been fun, and it went quick, so one more bonus.
I would say...
My eyes are so bad that I can't even
I can't
see what they're writing. I see Getty is saying she has a system, people. I do have a system.
I kind of like the idea of, if you weren't a spin instructor, what would be something else that you would want to do for
as a career? Yeah. Boring answer. So what would I do if I wasn't a spin instructor? What would my career be? It would be what it was before I was a spin instructor, and a lot of you don't even know what I used to do, but I did work in the music business for a long time. I didn't work in the area of the music business that I wanted to, though. It was kind of like I had to get into that business in some way, some shape, some form. So I worked on the live concert end of it. I worked for a concert promoter for many years. I always wanted to be at a label, and I always wanted to be a part of discovering new talent or the promotion side of the record business. And although the record business has changed completely, it's like not even the same business anymore, that's where I would be working if I wasn't doing this for a living. I would like to hope that's where I think I would be.
All right, well,
music business.
I mean, I'm proud of our technological advance that we've
How'd we do, guys? Was this better than, let me know if you'd like this better than me typing out the answers so I know which way to go for the next Facebook Live session. And I've got one little thing, one more little note. If anybody is a fan of either, I'm plugging right now, Coldplay, that playlist is done. That shit is cooked, and it is awesome. I'm seeing them August 1st, by the way. I can't wait. So this is tomorrow night, guys. Back on the Bike, 5:30, 6:30. Coldplay is the pageant at 5:30. And 6:30 is a 90s
pop legend. But
what easy?
Whatever.
I've already had enough controversy.
I know,
Easy.
I'm happy.
You know what it is. To be honest with you, it didn't fall into the category of music legends either.
Right.
We had some issue about that on that last series that I did, and I wasn't gonna not do Coldplay.
No, they're too good to leave out. So
they're
I'm
too
happy
good.
with that idea.
And then at 6:30, I am teaching a 90s rock ride, and I know there was a big controversy on the OPP this week about me and my playlist. Okay, I'm going to just give you a little teaser. 90s rock ride, and it's a 90s rock ride. And I have to say, you know I love all my playlists. This one is stellar. Okay. Stellar. So if you're around tomorrow night at 6:30 and you're not into Coldplay or whatever, just take it on demand. I think you guys are going to really like it. Christy, this was awesome.
This was awesome. So fun. Bye, guys.
See you guys next time.